As a 6-year-old boy, I was intensely curious about the world around me, specifically in regards to animals. Now, one year, my uncle was having his birthday party at his house in Dinwiddie, Virginia, which is a rural part of Virginia. He didn't necessarily live on a farm, but he did have farm animals living on his land. His backyard was this fenced-in area with a bunch of chickens, essentially a chicken coop. And so we get to his party at his house, and I'm just glued to the back door window. I'm staring at these chickens. I would want nothing more than to see them up close and personal. Eventually, my uncle comes up to me, noticing that I've been staring at these chickens for probably, an hour or so. And he says, "Hey, Andrew, would you like to come out back and meet the chickens?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, I want to meet these chickens, duh." And so he brings me in the backyard, and each chicken has a name, each chicken has a distinct personality. One chicken in particular was lumbering in the corner, this big macho alpha male chicken named Brutus. And Brutus was probably about my height, probably about my weight, and scary and mean. Now, he wouldn't dare act up with my uncle around, but he was definitely sizing me up. Now, we were outside for quite a while, and of course this is my uncle's birthday, so he wants to go back inside the house and talk with people probably about his age. So he's like, "Hey, Andrew, come on, let's go inside." Now, I was a little stubborn, and I decided that I wanted to hang out with the chickens outdoors. So I don't really make any movements towards the back door. He does. He goes inside, and the door closes behind him. Now, at this point, Brutus kind of emerges from the corner, and he's looking at me. And he starts, wandering his way into the middle of the backyard. And I'm getting a little freaked out because Brutus is a huge chicken. And so I start making my way back to the back door. Now, Brutus could smell or sense the fear in my body, the fear in the air, and he starts dead on sprinting towards me. And so I get to the back door and I try to open it calmly, and click, it's locked. So obviously I'm freaked out because I'm locked in this, fenced-in area with this big chicken that's my size. So I start pounding on the door. I'm screaming, I'm yelling. I'm like, "Help, let me in, let me in, let me in." And nothing. Nobody's coming to this back door to save me. And finally, Bruce gets to me, and he's just pecking away at my backside. And I'm in pain. I am screaming. I am crying. I am petrified. Now, finally, they must have heard me inside because my uncle throws the door open, grabs Brutus by the neck, and slings him across the backyard. He threw him like a football. And he ushers me inside. He's comforting me. I'm just in hysterics. And it was awful, but luckily my uncle came and he saved the day, and, Brutus ended out in the chicken coop. He's probably like, "Oh, showed that little kid." Well, joke was on him because the next day my uncle took Brutus's life. He killed Brutus. They probably served him for dinner, but Brutus had had just one too many run-ins as a mean, naughty chicken, and he was dead. He was killed the next day. I, of course, did not care that Brutus was killed because I hate chickens. I will gladly eat a chicken, but you will not catch me within 10 feet of an enclosed chicken coop area ever again.